Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video reaction for Okay, Here Is the Story. I am Dee Burnt. Okay, so today's reaction is again Zach Rushing. I love Zach Rushing. He's so funny. And he always tells, not always, but he tells these stories of his grandma, calls her Nanny. And they're so funny. So he posted one the other day that was titled, Nanny is Too Old for This. And I thought, I don't know what this story is, but the title sounds good. So I marked it so I could react to it. Then let's see, that was yesterday or Wednesday that he posted that. And then when I got up this morning, he had another short video called I Told Nanny Us Men Would Take Care of This. So I thought, okay. So I watched that one. Oh, it broke my heart. If you have the opportunity, I'll have a link to it in my description. And if you have an opportunity, go watch it because it will break your heart. But in that, he says, I think it was TikTok and Facebook, asked him to take down the one I'm going to react to today called Nanny is Too Old for This because it was inappropriate and it did not meet their community guidelines. So now I'm a little nervous to what this one is going to say. Okay, well, before we get into the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube or Rumble channel. If you have a suggestion for a video you would like me to react to, please leave me a comment with your suggestion and it will go on the list. Okay, so let's get into this video. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay, let's get into this video.
My nanny is almost 90 years old. It
Yeah.
is too late in life for her to be thinking about sexual favors, okay? Let me tell you a little story about what done happened in Zach's life, okay? Now, my nanny is always on my ass saying,
Okay, hold on. Oh, this has already started out not good. She is too old to be worried about sexual favors. Huh. Oh, where's this going? Okay.
let me tell you a little story about what done happened in Zach's life, okay? Now, my nanny is always on my ass saying, Zach, you need to come to church with me. Zach, you need Jesus in your life. Zach, this Sunday you going to church. So this past weekend, a whole family got together. We decided we was all going to go to church and make Nanny happy.
Oh,
so we all
good.
went to church. Now, when we get down to the church, all right, Nanny is like one of the head women at this church. So, of course, she's sitting in like the front pew. So everybody got to sit around Nanny because she's so proud. She got everybody to come down there. She wants us to meet everybody and talk and meander and all this other type of shit. So we're down there. Now, I'm sitting next to Nanny in the front row of the pew.
Okay.
All right. Nanny looks over at me and says, hey, Zach, do you have any gum or like a mint or anything like that? I want something to kind of just pass the time until the service starts. And I told her, I said, Nanny, I don't, but I'm going to run out to my truck real quick and see if I have any. So I ran out to my truck real quick, didn't have no gum, didn't have no mints. Nanny didn't want no snuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go back inside. I walk back inside and I go up to my sister. I'm like, hey, sister, look. Nanny wants a mint or some gum. Do you have either one of them with you in your purse? And she said, yeah, I've got some mints in my purse. I said, okay, where's your purse at? She goes, it's over there sitting on the end of the pew. Just go grab it. Grab Nanny a mint. Just close my purse back up. Well, I didn't think nothing of it, all right? Which I'm already uncomfortable about going in women's purses. But
Okay, let me just say this before this goes further. Best friend refuses to get in my purse. I will say, oh, it's in my purse. Just grab it out of my... Nope. He will bring my purse. I can be at one end of the house, okay? He can be at the other end of the house. And my purse is in the middle. I'll say, just grab it out of my purse. No, he will walk to where my purse is at, pick it up, bring it to me on the other side of the house, and be like, get it out. He won't. He will not get in a woman's purse. He won't. Oh, so apparently this is an issue with men. Yeah. Okay, let's get back into it.
well, I didn't think nothing of it, all right? Which I'm already uncomfortable about going in women's purses. But it's my sister, and it ain't supposed to be that damn awkward.
Right.
So I went over to her purse. As soon as I opened it up, mint sitting right on top, grabbed Nanny a mint, brought it to her, put the mints back up, closed up the purse. Now let's fast forward like 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. The service has just now started at the church. All right. And I look over and something ain't right with Nanny. I don't know what's wrong, but I know something ain't right.
What?
Okay. So I look over and Nanny is drooling out of her mouth. I
What?
mean, just like
Is she having a stroke?
gobbling, just goo, slimy, just drool out of her mouth. So in my mind, she's obviously having a stroke.
Yeah.
So I freak the hell out.
Yeah.
I do. And I reach over to my sister and I tap my sister on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, something's wrong with Nanny. What's going on right here? And my sister's eyes got about that big around.
Why?
Okay? That big around.
Why?
When she saw what was happening to Nanny. She grabbed her purse real quick and she opened it. She goes, what mints did you give her? And she held up a thing. I said, I gave her those, the green ones. Okay. And my sister busted out laughing.
Why?
In the middle of the damn service. So the whole church is now staring at us.
Okay.
And you know why the whole church is staring at us?
No.
Do you have any idea why the
No.
entire congregation is now focused on the Rushing family? I can tell you why. Because there ain't no such thing as a normal blowjob anymore. Now they got enhancements.
What?
Okay? And when I went into my sister's purse and I went and got my 90-year-old grandma a mint, I got her these bastards.
What are
They're
they?
called Flint's mints. These are mints that are designed for women who give blowies.
What?
Why? Because it makes you salivate, it makes you slobber more, and now my 90-year-old grandma is sitting in the front pew of the church and she's slobbering like she's fitting to give sloppy top. What upset me even more is when I've told Nanny what happened, all she had to say was, I tell you what, if your grandpa was alive, he'd love these. That's not okay with me.
Oh.
You can't say that shit to me
In church.
while you're taking blowjob pills. This type of shit can only happen to me.
Lord.
And then it started bothering me because my sister's dating my best friend. We're going to have a talk about that shit.
Oh, yeah.
God really likes laughing at me. Blowy pills. What happened to the old-fashioned kind? Shit.
Blowy pills? I didn't even know there was such a thing. Really? Oh my God. Am I just an old woman and I just don't know? Leave me a comment and let me know if I'm out of touch with society. I had no idea there was such a thing. Oh my gosh. I will say, whoever came up with this idea, I bet they got some money. Wow. And at what point? Oh my God. At what point does somebody go, this is a problem. Let's create something to fix it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this just brings back a funny story for me. So, okay, here is the story. So, I've said on here many times that I had an amazing career in the medical field. And give you a short version of what I did. Every hospital, clinic, medical university, college, they have what's called an institutional review board. And this board is responsible for overseeing all of the research that goes on in in said hospital, clinic, university. And they're also called an ethics committee. So, but we make sure that the research protocol is obeying all of FDA regulations, DHHS regulations, the Helsinki Code, that kind of thing, international, the international laws. Well, my job was I was the administrator to this board. So I'm very knowledgeable about the FDA regulations and stuff. So that was my job. When I started out, like Wyatt is 23. So I started out there. I started out at Iowa Heart Center, like 25 years ago. 24, yeah, 25 years ago. It was my first job. And at the time, oh Lord, at the time, we had a research protocol going on for blood pressure medication. Because, like I said, I worked at Iowa Heart Center. We did cholesterol studies, we did heart arrhythmia studies, we did, all kinds of things cardiac. Blood pressure, high blood pressure was one of them. So we were doing this blood pressure study. And I want to say it was like 2 weeks in. And we had this little petite nurse. Her name was Mary. Sweet Mary. She came walking into my office and she slammed her notebook down and she says, if I have one more man come in for this research study telling me that one of the side effects of his blood pressure medication is a hard on, I am going to freaking lose it. What? She goes, we're doing a research study on this pill, and all these men, she was like, every man in my study keeps coming in and telling me that they get hard-ons. So you ask, really, what was this said medication? It was Viagra. Yeah, Viagra was originally being studied for blood pressure medication. And it just happened that it had this side effect. And that's what it got approved for. Very quickly, by the way. I would say I would say 6 months after I started working at Iowa Heart, Viagra was through the FDA and fully approved and on the shelves. Or, available for the doctors to prescribe. Yeah. So, I mean, who knew? I mean, it's funny because those mints, they have to go through the FDA. They have to. Anything food or drug related has to go through the FDA. The only thing that does not get FDA approval is vitamins and supplements. So, that mint had to go through. Oh, I would love to see that research study. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube or Rumble channel. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you knew that these mints were out on the market. My gosh. I would love to know how many of you knew that. So, okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I love you guys. Bye.